You're about to give a speech at a wedding.
It can be very stressful.
The stakes are very high.
You can do a lot of damage with it, and you can do a lot of good with it.
There are definitely tips that you can follow to make sure that the toast goes as planned. Some toasters will think that it's a great idea to use props. You know, play music, have an act, breathe fire. But unless it relates to the couple, that's not special to them. And at the end of the day, it's their wedding, not yours.
But if you do a musical theater piece and you toured on musical theater with this woman, that's great, because it has to do with her.
Well, I went to college with Amy.
Me too.
Then we did 42nd Street with Amy.
Us too.
Here's where people get caught up in giving toasts. They're worried about being perfect.
Best men a lot of time go up there and they want to succeed so much that they'll stumble on something and then they'll be like, oh, sorry, you know, and go back and fix it.
Other than your eternal gratitude, my eternal gratitude.
You know what? George W. Bush it. Make a mistake and just ignore the fact that you made a mistake. And by the time we're done, if you're friendly enough, we're with you.
Familiarity, great. But you don't have to memorize it. And that just takes so much pressure off.
I get a little nervous for these things, so I'm going to read my speech. I hope that's okay.
We really encourage people just focus on the text, hold the paper, and just make sure that it's from the heart.
Practice in front of someone else who knows the couple well. That way that person can make sure that everything in that speech is good to go. Another way is to simply practice in front of the mirror.
Victoria does a really good exercise where she makes people whisper their speeches.
When you whisper, you emphasize words that you wouldn't necessarily have thought to emphasize because it's so important that you get someone to hear it.
Don't chug some hard liquor before you get up there and toast. If you're slurring your words, that is going to be way more memorable than any good story you had to tell.
I was best man at a wedding, but I don't remember giving it. I don't know what I said. I hope it never emerges.
One of the biggest parts of doing your toast is identifying yourself. You'd be surprised how many people don't tell the group who they are.
I'm George's younger brother.
I'm Kate's oldest sister.
I'm Andrea's stylist, personal shopper, best friend, maid of honor.
Voice is really important. If you are a radio announcer, you learn to exaggerate. You say, the weather today is sunny. If you spoke like that, you'd sound like an idiot. But if you go about halfway towards that, you become a very good speaker to listen to.
What anyone can do when they deliver a wedding speech is be the best version of themselves. Then they are an expert speaker because everybody can be an expert at being themselves.
There is nobody else in the world that I would rather have marry my father today than you.
When you just go out there and you're like, hey, I'm Greg, talking to Steve, my best friend. Everyone's like, oh, I'm glad this marriage is happening. I'm gonna get drunk now.
Finally, you don't want to just sit down at the end of the toast. You should congratulate the couple. Don't forget to say cheers.
I kind of forgot about that part, I'm sorry.
Can I ask you all to raise your glasses?
In a toast.
To Ronnie and Denise.
George and Nicole.
Here's to a long and happy future.
Congratulations, and I love you both.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Hey, speech coach Dion Flynn here. Make sure you subscribe to THNKR.